In 1998, money was the least of our worries. Peace seemed fragile, the economy was booming, and since Whitehall paid the bill, it was easy for our politicians to stand on their principles. An explosion in the size of government was infinitely preferable to explosions of the other kind. That's why we ended up with 14 ministries to run 11 departments. Under direct rule, 4 ministers and 6 departments did the same job. Top-heavy government was the price of peace. Headcounts were inflated to ensure that every party, including tiddlers like the Women's Coalition and the Loyalists, got a piece of the action. There were plenty of ministries and committee positions to go round. Everyone capable of causing a problem got a snout in the trough. The unelected party faithful got jobs as advisers. Politicians were invited to pig out in democracy in the lavish, subsidised dining rooms of Stormont. Back then we called it inclusivity and confidence building. Now it looks like jobs for the boys and jobs for the girls too. In America, the word is pork. Public money which is spread around to grease the wheels of democracy. Big cumbersome governments seemed a small price to pay for peace. But do we have to go on paying it forever? That's the question raised by Simon Hamilton, rising star of the DUP. He called for the number of departments to be reduced to 6. He even persuaded the Assembly to back the idea, which looked like turkeys voting for Christmas. The cost of devolution doesn't come off a broad board. It drains the same money pot as health, education and other public services. The old pre-trouble Stormont managed with 52 members. Our lavish new Assembly has 108 MLAs. In fact, there's an MLA for every 15,700 of us. Proportionately, that's 2.5 times more than they need in Scotland and 3 times as many as in the Welsh Assembly. And all that before you count the political appointees and spin doctors who are also paid out of public funds. The biggest pork barrel of all is the office of First Minister and Deputy First Minister. It employs more staff than Downing Street and the Department of the Taoiseach put together. In fact, it employs almost as many as the White House. Eat your heart out, Barack Obama. That was the scaffolding we needed to build agreement, but it has to come down someday. Nobody can justify spending this much on politicians when money's tight and services are under threat. But where will it stop? In Dublin, ministers are queuing up to take pay cuts. I wonder if that idea will catch on up here.